So strap in and get ready.
The leaders in AFL Supercoach are incoming, helping you win your leagues and climb up the rankings.
You're now listening to the Insight AFL Show with your hosts, Big Horse and Skiddy.
G'day and welcome to the Inside AFL Show. I am your host, the Supercoach Big Horse, and with me tonight, have you got a frothy again tonight, mate?
Nah, mate, no frothy tonight, mate. Just on the quiet ones tonight. Nice and good.
Oh, no. Jake, Skiddy at Filthy IFS. How are you?
That's me, mate. Yeah, no, I'm going really well, Horse. Just a nice quiet Sunday, getting ready for a big work week this week. So, none tonight. Just been nice and good. How about yourself, Horsey boy? You have a good weekend?
It was very, very quiet. I was on deadly sleep scheduled. I was sleeping all through the day and up all throughout the night. So didn't get to see much footy. So we're going to rely on your smarts and your knowledge this week, mate, to get us through. But
well, luckily I watched every single game pretty much this week, even including the waking up at 7 a.m. this morning to rewatch the Crows and the Giants, and then also the Swans and Dockers, I think it was.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because we are going to talk about 8 games tonight, because I don't think Essendon gets a mention tonight. But anyway, we're going to talk about round 16. You're not going to want to miss our trading targets this week. Who to fade, who's hot, injuries that may affect your team, and there's a couple of big ones as well, and a whole lot more. But to start us off, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, like, subscribe, bell. Put the thumbs up down below. It helps get us out into the community, helps us get out to everyone out there in the internet world and spread the good word that is Supercoach and banter. But if you haven't yet, please hit like, subscribe, and put the noties on when. And again, you've got to jump in our Discord, don't you, Skiddy? Mm-hmm. It is absolute mental in there. Not just the Punters Club, but all things Supercoach orientated. Insight Unlimited is live, and for less than 50 cents a week, you get access to everything we do. Our trades, our captains, exclusive premium Q&A content, every round of Supercoach, and a few other cool perks. Entry to our Discord, though, will always be free if you just want to get involved and talk footy, cricket, basketball, whatever it might be. Skiddy.
Yes, sir.
Straight into the squeeze of the week, brother.
Yep, boy. Yes, Horse. It was actually a pretty shit round for the high scores this round. We have Marcus Bontempelli getting the top score with 157. And our man, Ahmed Frog, baby. Well done, Ahmed Frog.
Let's go, mate.
So he's 2 points away. Assel was 2 points away from catching him, but Marcus Bontempelli gets it done for Ahmed Frog. So congratulations to Ahmed Frog. Please DM myself or Horse, and you can get your Standard Squeeze prize packs in there to you, mate. So well done. Claps in chat for Ahmed Frog. What a man. Well deserved.
Get around him, and very active member of our Discord as well. We see Ian Johnson in the comments, and you've got to send your guess in for Bont 157 before he plays, mate. So better luck next week, my man. You want to get stuck straight in the games, mate?
Yeah, mate, let's do it.
Let's do it. Well, our first sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, is someone that's been here since day one with us, the Standard Squeeze. If you're sick of breaking glass bottles, your beer going warm, or your coffee getting cold, the Standard Squeeze have everything you need to drink responsibly, but also conveniently. The Standard Squeeze products are made from food-grade quality plastic, so you can measure the perfect pour, in case you need to drive. The perfect. You can go to the website, thestandardsqueeze.com, and use the code IFS15 to get yourself 15% off everything in store. Now, mate, the Stephen Martin Cup on Friday night.
Yes.
So it was the Lions that came from behind to beat the D's. I had a little something on the side thinking the Lions were going to belt the pants off the D's, but their pressure was good.
D's looked really, really impressive. And look, if it wasn't for Alex Neil-Bullen trying to do a rugby try over the bloody try line, because he was obviously watching too much State of Origin during the week, the D's probably could have had a chance and actually held this one on. But Hugh McCluggage, our man, the McClugger, steps up to the plate and bangs it home for the Lions dub, mate. Look, what else can we say? Lachie Neale, I thought he was really, really good. 29 touches, 9 marks. 0 tackles from him, though. That's a little bit surprising. No tag on him either. Because normally when we look at it, Lachie Neale, when he gets tagged, that's the games where Josh Dunkley steps up. But Dunkley just said, you know what, boys? I've got this one on my back. 1 43, he goes bang.
With the quad double, mate. So 17 kicks, 15 handballs, 12 marks, and 10 tackles. Wow, that sounds like a deadly scoreline in his or stat line in his local F grade basketball competition that he plays in. But did you know that he's the first person ever to do it more than once in AFL history to get the quad double? So
yeah, I saw someone's tweet where it was like first man ever to get the quad double, and I'm like, no, it's not. That is an absolute crock of shit. And then the next tweet came out, and it was like only player to do it multiple times. Yeah. So I was like, well, that makes a little bit more sense.
Sorry, Deadly. It's not F grade, it's
C grade.
But it makes my story a little bit better, doesn't it? Where in the early 2010s, where I was playing senior footy in Sale, and I got dropped from the seniors, mate, for a 14-year-old kid by the name of Josh Dunkley, and at the time I was filthy. And turns out he goes all right. So they probably did the right thing.
There's better people to be dropped for, Horse. That's for bloody certain.
Yeah. No, I was dirty on it at the time, let me tell you, as a bloody mid-20s kind of bloke. But anyway.
Yeah, you would have kicked 9 that week too, and you would have been like, how am I getting dropped for this bloke?
Oh, mate. And the rest, that would have been the first half. The luggage, McCluggage, with that massive goal at the end too. Still only 100 Supercoach points for his 28 touches. Mm-hmm. Ashcroft, he returned, and he looked a little off, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, look, and you're going to expect that after your first game back from an ACL because he hasn't had any ramp up from the VFL or anything like that. He's just been doing inter-club matches. No. So I think it was a pretty good start to his return back. Zorko, your man, had the VC on him, of course.
Yep.
You would have been, that's not enough for us. 115, but 28 touches, 21 kicks.
Yeah,
not bad.
Couple of crucial turnovers that hurt his scoring too, and that's just what you're going to get with Zorko. Providing you keep his body healthy, is that he's got an incredibly good kick on him and sees the field really well and kicks the ball to space where only his teammates can get to. But on Friday night, he bit off a bit more than what he could shoot. But we're okay with that. We're not looking to trade him out. Your man, Danaher, 15 touches, 2 goals, 68 Supercoach points. This was a game where I thought he'd absolutely tear it apart.
I thought he was going to be on the end of it, but 15 touches, 2 goals, like it's all right. The Supercoach score just didn't go up for him, and in all honesty, in all the options that we had for F6 this week, only one of them turned up, which is unbelievable.
Really?
So
wow.
Yeah. All the other guys that we had as options were just which maker? Revel.
The Breville. Oh my God, 95 Supercoach points. And it made people that had the emergency on him.
Yep.
Some people, or not some people, a lot of people started reversing trades to take his 95 this week.
Yeah, 100%, mate. It was a good game by him. I couldn't believe watching his score just continuously go up. So,
he had nine touches, 7 kicks in the last quarter.
Yeah, he took over in the last. I'm pretty sure he kicked a goal. Maybe that was last week actually, but I can't remember. But he was on fire in that last quarter. So. Really put a dagger into Melbourne's hearts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. For the Ds, for those of you that thought Champion Data was drunk, predicting Gawn getting 77, he scored 79. So they were almost bang on here. 9 touches, 41 hit-outs. And for those of you that hashtag fade Gawn, Clary is something that I want to talk to you about, mate, a player that I'm probably a bit off at the moment. 29 touches, 6 tackles. Still only 101 Supercoach points, mate.
Yeah.
This is a ceiling game for him with the way he's been playing. Like, he couldn't have done much more.
I couldn't believe, because he was on 40 at quarter time, and we were like, holy crap, Clary is on one. And Fagan just did not put Jared Berry onto him. No. We went, all right, fair enough.
Yep.
He's probably back in Brisbane. And then Melbourne started to kick ahead. He still didn't bloody do it. He did it for a little bit in the third quarter. But, this is a good game by Clary. I just don't know. I just don't know if this is going to be what we're going to always expect from Clary. But this is the game that gives a little bit of faith to be able to see that he can still do it. So that's good by him. Rivers was good. 22 touches, but 58 Supercoach points. Yuck. What the hell from 22 touches? Yeah. He had 21 touches last week and had 130.
Yeah.
80 Supercoach points difference? Come on.
Yeah, that's terrible. Cozzy Pickett, though, that was probably the best game of his career, mate. 5 goals, 122 Supercoach points. He was just everywhere.
Yep.
And Jack Viney, he just continues to do good things for the Melbourne Footy Club. 26 touches, 8 tackles, and 120 Supercoach points. Jeez, he's hard at it, isn't he?
Yeah, bloody oath he is. Do you know who? So the cover athlete for our show today is obviously Noah Anderson. But do you know who it was going to be? Cosy Pickett, right?
Yeah, right.
I sat there this morning and I went, actually, they lost. Who gives me more joy to see win and played a better game than Cosy did this week? And I went, Gold Coast beating Collingwood, Noah Anderson. Absolutely.
Yep. Good boy. Hey, before we move on to the next game, I see a cheeky little comment in there that I want to bring up because I am interested to see this. Cal Gray, if you're not already in the Discord, mate, jump in. 2,556. He's still got 9 trades left. He's got 23 primos. Mate, that's fucking incredible. So, mate, awesome. Do yourself a favor. In the description, the Discord link is there. Please join. Skiddy and I, and I'm sure the people in our community would love to pick your brain and see how you've gone about it, mate. So we're proud of you. That's bloody awesome, mate. Well done.
Been in here for a long time as well, Cal. Absolutely, you beauty. Love to see that.
Saturday, mate. The Dogs hold off the Roos. Again, another close one for the Roos, under 3 goals, 77-60. I didn't see this, mate. How did you see this game? And Bont, again, sickness, injury, illness, whatever it is, midweek.
Piss off.
Maybe in, maybe not, and then comes out and just blasts whatever he does.
157 Supercoach points, just a cheeky 35 disposals, and could have been a lot better if he actually kicked goals as well. 3 behinds. Look, mate, 11 clearances, which was a game high by 6. He just really showed why he was the best in the game. North just could not stop him. Even in the fact that Tristan Xerri actually got a hold of Tingles pretty well. Yeah. Bont was just doing what Bont wanted. And but I felt like I was really, really impressed with that game by North because the Dogs do normally belt North. They've had our number for many, many years now, including 120-point thrashing. So, yeah, I was really impressed that North were able to stick pretty close to them for the majority of the game, which is good to see. But what was not good to see was Tim English because, as we said again, come on, mate. Just because you're not playing a bloody WA team doesn't mean that you have to use half your ass. Like 70 Supercoach points. He lost to Tristan Xerri by 13 hitouts, and he only had 14 disposals, and X killed him around the ground, mate. No.
Disappointing. How about Daily Bale? Only 88 Supercoach points. How do you play?
It's not too bad. 25 disposals, though, off of half-back. Dogs did control majority of it in their forward line for a long portion of the first half. So Daily Bale didn't get on the end of it very much, but then it came back a little bit later on, so that was good. To see Treloar was tagged out of it by Will Phil as well early. Wow. Yeah. But then he ended up getting 2. He got 2 cheeky goals later on, 58 Supercoach points. But, yeah, Will Phil did an absolute great job on him again. Yeah. Ed Richards, 116 Supercoach points. He did really good, 21 disposals, still inside the mid there. That was good. But, Horse, the cone, the original cone, Rory Lobb, Horse, 100% game time, and all of it as a defender. Yeah.
No.
And he had 96 Supercoach points,
Were you watching the PS5 AFL 24? Someone putting him just in defense to take the piss.
No, he genuinely played a really, really good game. A couple of little muck-ups here and there, but it seemed like when you don't have 3 other tall forwards in your forward line stuffing you around, he actually had a pretty bloody good game.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you know any AFL coaches that need any other way to put a rock up your players, get them to tune into our podcast. We'll give them a cone of the week once or twice. And look what's happened. Rory Lobb has now turned into almost the best centre-half back in the competition. What about Darcy, mate?
Hey, Horse, speaking of that, I am going to do the AFL world an absolute fucking solid tonight when I come.
Oh, I cannot wait.
I'll tell you what. Oh, my God. I'm getting ready.
Yes. Sam Darcy, 71 Supercoach points, 15 touches, 2 hit-outs and a goal.
2 hit-outs. That's it, 2.
Yep, time to move on from him, ladies and gentlemen. For your boys, North, she's got 103 Supercoach points, 27 touches and a goal.
Yep. Just keeps on. On doing what he can do, mate. It's all we need to, all we need for Cheese. He just did it. LDU, though, only 72 Supercoach points, only 17 disposals. That's his lowest in a very, very long time. He just couldn't get enough of it, and that was that. It was all Bont in the midfield, in fairness to them. Tristan Xerri, great game, 141 Supercoach points, 20 disposals, 6 tackles, 34 hitouts. Ripping game versus English. Fisher, though, Horse. Have we got an update?
No, there's no update.
So he's fine.
Yes. That's pretty much what I've heard.
Bullshit. He
What do you
had
think?
20. He had 22 disposals halfway through the third quarter, and it's a tax sub to bring on Dylan Stevens. Surely there was someone else they could have taken out.
Maybe that's your way of tanking.
Smart. That Lauren or whatever his name bloke for Geelong, and he had 28 disposals and kicked 7 goals in his return game after injury. Oh my God. Get him on North, please.
Hey, while you're talking about the X Spectrum, is there a top 3 ruckman in the comp now? As in, we're talking Supercoach wise?
Supercoach wise. Well, what we got? Grundy, Gorn. Yeah, it's probably X after that. Rowan Marshall's too fluctuating.
Mm-hmm.
English doesn't play well against Victoria and Adelaide and Queensland teams. It's probably X. Oh, TDK. Yeah. At the moment, probably TDK third.
Simpkin, 68 Supercoach points, 21 touches, 4 frees against isn't bad, but he did have a lot of CBAs.
Yep. No, he was all right. Yeah, just the freeze killed him, and it kind of stuffed him around a bit. But oh my God, mate, our man, the condom, Charlie Comben, he was unbelievably good in defense, and we would have lost by easily 10 goals. 117 Supercoach points, 21 disposals, 7 marks, just unbelievable.
Yep. For those of you that are in the chat and are asking questions, we will get to them at the end.
Yes, sir.
We are not ignoring you. We are starring them as we go, so we will attend to them at the end. But how good's your man, the condom? He's been really good.
Yeah, mate, that's what I was just saying. Absolutely unbelievable. We would have lost by 10 goals without him, so I thought he was unbelievable. But we have to go into one of the absolute shockers of the season, Horse. At the SCG, the Dockers hold on by a point to beat the Swans. Logan McDonald, really? Mate, he tried to kick the ball like he was 90 meters out from goal. Like, he can kick 50, and he tries to belt the shit out of it and doesn't score.
Uh-oh. For Sydney, for pretty much the players that everyone's got, mate. So you got Heaney, 85 Supercoach points, Grundy, 82 Supercoach points, Goulden, 95 Supercoach points, the bleached rectum, 89 Supercoach points. Nothing really jumps out the page, does it, until you get to a man by the name of the frilled neck lizard. My goodness. 148 Supercoach points, 32 touches, 10 marks, and a goal.
Yep, absolutely. Mate, he was on fire. Absolutely on fire out of the back line. He was awesome. Love to see that. We do have to give like a couple of passes. Heaney was tagged by Fifey as well for the majority of that game, and then they sent him forward.
Yeah.
So that really hurt Heaney. And mate, bleached arsehole, it was the guy that benefited from that, but he didn't really benefit. So yeah.
Housefinder, I see you in the chat, mate. I'm waiting for some text back now to see whether Jason Horn-Francis does obtain mid-forward DPP, mate. He is right on the bubble as far as we can tell.
Yeah, he's very, very bloody close.
Very close. Yeah.
Which is what we all want to. Oh, yeah. And, Horse, Lizard does have St Kilda next week.
Oof.
Oh, and who gives up the second most amount of Supercoach points to half-backers?
Didn't work today for Dan Houston, but we'll get into that later.
Oh, yeah. What a bastard.
Yeah. For the flag mantle Dockers, as our bleached man in the Discord would say. Flag mantle. Luke Ryan. CKC. Are they back?
Mate, honestly, they didn't do their CKC a lot. It was still a little bit, but Ryan and Clark both had good games. No Jordan tag to Clark as well, which was nice because he went to Sarong. And then he rotated a little bit on Clark. But Clark, 101 Supercoach points, not too bad. 23 disposals, absolutely have that. So no worries there. Sarong had 85 Supercoach points. He still had 23 disposals and 7 tackles. But Horse, you're a good player when you're getting alternating people tagging you.
Mm-hmm.
He had James Rowbottom on him at one point. Rowbottom got tired, went to the bench. James Jordan came from the half forward line straight into tag Sarong. And then they rotated him, and he still had 23. It's not bad.
The kid's a fucking jet, isn't he?
His engine is elite engine. Hayden Young, stinker from him. Didn't like what he was able to do, but
Mhm.
that's all right. He'll be better than that. Luke Jackson, though, Horse.
I'm sorry,
What
Mr. Jackson.
do we do? If you still had him, would you still be holding him now after all this time? Because obviously, if you had Jackson, the only time that you would have had him is if you started with him, right?
I think if you're short on trades and you need that DPP flexibility, you need to hold him.
Yeah, I would agree. But if you've got
if you've got the 9 trades, he's off. You're getting rid of him quicker than you're dropping your own hat. So
yeah.
Thanks for your concern, Ian. I don't have the flu, mate. Just night shift this week, and I've had fuck all sleep. But how can I miss a pod with my man Skiddy here and talking footy, mate? So we will get through it, my man.
Thank you.
Who else we got there, mate?
Our man, Horse.
Switter!
Wit Daddy. Yes, sir.
He got over 100.
He did, yeah. He played a ripping game off of half forward, mate. 17 disposals, 6 tackles, the goal forward pressure was unbelievable. And Fifey, 92 Supercoach points, 22 disposals. Horse, his last quarter was outrageously good.
And he tagged Heaney.
And he got 22 of it himself.
I rate that.
Great game there. Yeah. That's not bad.
Now we're going to talk about the Suns staying undefeated at home, beating the Pies 101-90, what was also a cracker, an absolute cracker game. But
Australia wins.
Word from the VFL, and I did have these notes, Deadly, but thank you for bringing it up. Ned Moyle had 2 goals, 22 touches, 71 hit-outs, and 13 clearances in the VFL. That is fucking immense.
That's prime Todd Goldstein right there.
That's a 200-plus point game in the VFL, but this is why the Gold Coast Suns, even with Jared Witts, they've signed this bloke for another 4 years. He is going to be a gun. Yep. 71 hit-outs, 22 touches, 13 clearances, 2 goals. Watch this man for the years to come. But anyway.
It's amazing. Did you remember watching him in his first game for AFL?
He was dopey. Yep.
He looked like a giraffe that had been shot by a hunter.
He looked like Finbar Maley.
Whoa. Where the hell did that come from? Settle down. No, that's unbelievable. That just shows how good a growth of a ruckman can be because, my God, that's well done to you, Ned. Great name, too.
Yeah.
Diddly Horse. He's turned up again. Every game but one.
I was actually a bit disappointed given that he was on over 90 at halftime, though. Like, he's only scored 24 points after halftime.
No, which is great because I know a lot of people had the VC or C on him, and I had it on Bont, so I was like, everyone else bugger off. So
you know what? 27 CBAs.
Mate, he is now the main mid.
Do you know what? The main mid. We have a genuine mid-forward DPP for next year.
Oh, yeah. This is outrageous. The Diddley, 27 out of 29, I believe it was for CBAs. He had the most, which is really strange because that sent Matt Rowell to the wing. I'll say that again. Matt Rowell spent a lot of time on the wing in this game, and he only had 79 Supercoach points and 20 disposals.
Ladies and gentlemen, for everyone that I told to hold on to Matt Rowell, this is me being sincere. I apologize. Fuck that redheaded off right now. We need to cash him in and bring in someone else because my fucking God, he is elite if he is in and under and playing his Supercoach game, which we know he is one of the best in the AFL at. But as soon as you get an inside mid playing on a wing where he is required to run basically fartlek training, you're running up and back, relying on using your skills by foot and by hand. This is not to his strength.
No.
And after seeing this, I am very comfortable right now in saying we need to trade Matt Rowell.
I'm also thinking that unless it's just the matchup against Collingwood, where they were banking on, because they obviously didn't, Collingwood didn't have Tom Mitchell. So maybe they were just like, well, we don't need the inside mid. It's more of an outside mid kind of game. That's where they were hurting them a lot. So they kind of relied more on Anderson, Took, and Diddley. Yeah. But also, too, Took's CBAs were down as well, actually. Will Graham actually got a shitload of them, Horse. So maybe that was the reason, because Graham's more of a defensive type mid.
Did Graham play on De Goey, did he? Or?
he just kind of played defensive side of the ball of the ruck contest and then just kind of nullified whoever was trying to come through. In fairness, though, Collingwood did have a lot of schemes that were able to move him out of the way that then allowed Dacos and De Goey to stream forward. But yeah, Touk Miller was
Sorry, Collingwood won the clearances by 7 for the game too.
They did, yes. I think Gold Coast were too busy trying to nullify them than actually try and win it themselves. And that shows
yeah, right.
You know, when Touk wasn't in there, Touk had 121 Supercoach points. He had 31 disposals, but he came off of half forward and played as a fifth mid. So Collingwood were obviously getting the first shot, and they were rebounding pretty well, the Suns there. Noah Anderson, though, 140 Supercoach points. Mate, 39 disposals. He was unbelievable. He was doing it all himself in the first 3 quarters. I thought he was, fantastic. And then that last little bit to stream it through the middle. Yeah, beautiful by Anderson. Sexton, though, that's the big one that everyone wants to know, Horse, because he's sitting around about 400 odd K. Are we holding or are we shipping?
Absolutely shipping. Now's the time to get your team to full primo.
Yep, I agree.
Yep. Your man, how do you say it? 95 Supercoach points. He is really solid.
Seriously, Gold Coast backline were unbelievable in this game. They were really, really rock solid.
What about old mate Graham that couldn't get a game for about 4 weeks? People trade him out, and now he's back and scoring 95s.
Mate, 22 and a goal. He played a lot. I think he had 13 or 14 CBAs in this game, so he was definitely put in there for a role.
He's a solidly built young man. Isn't he?
Oh, yeah. There was a one point in time where Graham and Closey were both running for the ball out in the wing, and Graham sent him, absolutely belted him.
I see in the chat there, Deadly Rory Atkins had a proper lovely game in the VFL. Rory Atkins could play. He could get 100 touches in the twos, mate, and he won't rate a mention on this podcast as we talk about him. So for Collingwood, mate, Nick Dacos.
Mate, that goal that he kicked and that last quarter that he had,
he's insane.
Some of the reasons why he's one of the best players in the comp.
100%.
Speed, durability, duration of run. It's unbelievable. 116, 32 disposals, 2 goals. There was some, he wasn't the Nick Dacos as normal earlier on in the game, but he really showed in that last quarter. Quispy, 68 Supercoach points. That's why we said he was a rental, because now the players come back and no more Quispy. Horse, if you held on to Joe Richards this whole time, how spewing would you be that he got the sub? You
would nearly turn bulimic.
Oh, that hurts so much. Only 36 Supercoach points for holding this time. That would be horrid.
No good. Yeah.
Hate that.
Jordan De Goey, though. He's been out for 6 weeks? And for me, in a draft league, I ended up keeping him on the bench this week, thinking it may take him a week to get going. But turns out he came back and was good as gold. 21 touches, 2 goals. But not at that price.
No, I wouldn't be trusting him at that price.
Freddie Kruger came on well late.
Yeah, he did. Oh, he kicked that last goal to put Collingwood in front. He doesn't do a whole lot else, but he does get the secondary back ruck ups. So not too bad. And Sullivan can piss off.
Who's he?
22 Supercoach points.
Is that all?
Yep, that's it. Piss him off the whole game.
Do you know who would have got more Supercoach points than Sullivan on the weekend? He doesn't even play footy.
You?
Ryan from Astute Newstead.
That's better.
Are your rates above 6.2%? Want to buy a home? Maybe you want to refinance or renovate. Or maybe you just want to save some money like the rest of us. Then reach out to Ryan at Astute Newstead for an obligation and cost-free inquiry. His link tree is below in the description. Tree's in the chats, ladies and gentlemen. Use the code INSIDE. Give him a buzz at 2 a.m. and tell him that Skiddy and the Horse sent you.
He might actually be happy this week because the Crom got up. So, and this game is brought to us by Ryan from Astute Newstead, and we're talking about the Crom beating the Giants.
Wow. So Laird, we had a discussion midweek, mate.
Yep.
And there were 2 people that I was looking at bringing in, and I didn't bring in any of them and decided to hold on to Rao, but I think I am going to move this week. One of those people were Rory Laird. So 113 Supercoach points, 23 touches, 20 CBAs out of 27. He didn't go back to halfback, but what happened?
Up yours, Nix. I am so angry. He has such a good game off of halfback, and then Nix goes, nah, screw it. Let's put him back in the mids. And I'm just like, God damn it. How dare you? So, look, you can have a go on Laird again if you want, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to be the same bullshit that we're going to have to put up with from this whole time.
Yeah. Don't worry, Jasper. I'll get to that soon, brother. Dawson, 94 Supercoach points, 24 touches, 10 marks. Was he tagged by Toby Bedford?
No, I don't believe so. No, I didn't see it very much.
Okay.
Maybe from time to time it was a light one or just at portions of the game. But Dawson played a lot of half-back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Rankin. Turns out his hamstring's okay. 27 touches, 2 goals. And, CBAs, midfield time, goals.
First 3 quarters, he looked unstoppable when he had the ball. He was on fire. I think he had 100 quarter time. You'll definitely be taking that. And this is why we were saying, hey, Rankin's definitely a look here for the forwards. Mingy, your man.
Minge's Hinge.
31 off half-back. That's the man that really loves Rory Laird not playing on half-back. I'll tell you that much.
Dowling, 57 Supercoach points. He's making us money, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. That's what we want.
That's all we need.
For the Giants, the man who had 10 handballs and no kicks at one stage and was on 19 Supercoach points.
Yep.
Turns out he had 38 touches and 117 Supercoach points. This is why we told you, ladies and gentlemen, to hold this man.
Yep. Tommy Green.
He did have 8 turnovers, but still 117 Supercoach points. This is as cheap as you will get him this year.
Oh, well, last week was, and then he got 100 and what did he get?
He got 158 last week.
Yeah, 158.
117 this week. His break even's going to be mega low this week.
Yep. You know, this was a weird one as well, this game, because I looked at the scores because obviously I was watching the Cats Bombers game at the time, and I'm going, okay, Giants are up by about 3 goals. And I'm like, oh, yeah, they're cruising pretty well. Flicked it over for a second. I'm like, oh, yeah, Giants are just kind of cruising with the ball at the moment. Whitfield was doing his thing. Flicked over to watch the Essendon Geelong game. Checked the scores. They were down by 5 goals. And I went, what the hell happened there?
Yeah.
The Crom. Unbelievable. But look, Horse, why don't you tell him about it? Because Lachie Whitfield had 41 disposals.
Yep. And I'll just bring up a comment and Horse, thanks for talking me out of chopping Whitfield. Vards, you are welcome, my man. No worries at all. As I saw and identified early on when we brought him in, GWS looked better. Even though they lost this game, they look better when they look to get the ball in the hands of their primary ball users, regardless of whether they're being tagged or not. So you'll see, if you ever take the time to watch the Orange team, you'll see that when they've got the ball in the back line, when they've got the ball in the back line, they pretty much look up and look to go to Whitfield, whether he's out standing next to the boundary line or whether he's inside the corridor. They're always looking to go to him. Hence why I felt reasonably confident that this could be one of our top 6 backs this year. He is comfortably averaging over 100 since we brought him in. I think it was round 7 or 8. I can't remember what it was. And I still think that to continue on this year, he will average well over 100 for the rest of the year.
I agree. The hats off have to go to Whitfield, though, because it's not like he's just calling for the ball in the wrong positions. He's working his ass off behind the ball to get to that position. But the Giants, they open it up in a way where, say if Ash has the ball, Iden and Himmelberg will push up further up the ground to be the next kick for Whitfield, while they're setting Whitfield to do core runs in the back line to then be able to get to the right position.
Yeah.
So it is tailored for him really nicely. Horse, I want to be like Josh Kelly.
Ooh.
Oh, thank you very much. 94 Supercoach points, 24 disposals, 2 goals. Not at that price. Not the upside. Can't do it. But Toby.
Our man Corey Blackledge brought him in a couple of weeks ago, and I reckon he'd be pretty happy with 94 Supercoach points, 16 touches and 3 goals.
Yeah, we'll definitely take that. Pushed up a little bit, but yeah, it's all right. And then the other Giants guys, Thomas and Leeka Lear, if you still have them, it's time to sell. Get your primos in.
Yeah, 100%. Saturday night, we saw the Cats win. And that's what we're going to talk about that.
No. I'm sorry. We talked all this time about Lachie Whitfield, and I completely forgot that his nickname's now Winnie Blues.
It is Winnie Blues.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kisser. My bad, brother. Yep, you're right. Lachie Winnie Blues. Yeah, 41. Beautiful.
We will be better Wednesday night.
Yeah, weak as piss, mate. Sorry.
Do we have to talk about this next game?
Yeah, we do, mate.
Fuck. Essendon lose. Merritt, 78 Supercoach points. I reckon Tommy Atkins did a fairly good job on him, mate.
Yeah, Oh, look, the one thing I love about Merritt is that he's so used to copping these tags now, and he's just like, as soon as he does something good to get them back, he's straight into them. Put them down, get their goddamn confidence low. But yeah, it was a low game, and and Atkins did a good job on him. What the hell happened to Ridley? Like, I don't think he passed that fitness test.
Don't know. Maybe he shouldn't have played.
No, I thought he was shit.
Yeah, he was probably more worried about the gel in his hair getting wet. It was pretty bad.
Jeez, mate, he was out of position so many times.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just along his forward line, if he just couldn't get there.
Yeah. Nick Martin, 75 Supercoach points, 27 touches, and a good friend of ours, a man who was on our show quite a bit early in the preseason, our man Herbie Bull, has nicknamed Nick Martin the Essendon Aaron Hall.
I'll tell you what, that really had me in hysterics.
It hurts.
Nick Martin's been like good this year.
He's been good.
But shit, there's a lot of Aaron Hall about him. Like when you've watched Aaron Hall for North, there's a lot of Aaron Hall that's been going on, especially that game against the Cats.
I was thinking a bit outside the box. You know how Nick Martin's from WA?
Yeah.
And we could attach some draft picks for a bloke that got drafted number 1 last year that might want to come home.
Fuck off. If you're saying that you reckon Nick Martin for Harley Reid is a good trade, you're out of your goddamn bloody Essendon.
I reckon West Coast are winning that deal.
Interesting, West Coast. Oh, you heard it from Sam McClure's best mate right here, Horse.
Oh,
Harley
no.
Reid. It's getting
no, coming from Cane Corns himself. Shut up. Hey, what about Jai Caldwell, mate?
Yep, so here's our F6. That's the only one of the guys that we gave you that turned up. I cannot believe it.
No.
I'm still worried about Parrish. That's all I'm going to say, Horse.
Yeah, I'm
still
not
worried about Parrish.
I'm not. Because Caldwell still averages 100 Supercoach points with Parrish in the side.
Yeah, but that is without the emergence of how good Sam Durham has been. And I don't think that the
he has
Bombers...
been so good.
I would honestly question Brad Scott and everything that he's done up into his career if he takes Sam Durham out of the midfield for either Caldwell or Parrish. No way. Durham's been way too bloody good. So, yeah, that's the only thing I worry about, though, Horse. Is
Durham your most improved player this year?
Oh, he's 100% up there. I think... Yeah, he came from mid-season draft. I love what Charlie Combin's been able to do for North. He's really invigorated himself. Good. Same as Trishan Xeri. For both those guys. I think that's where. But yeah, Durham, what he's able to do in the midfield has just been bloody unbelievable. So he's definitely up there for me.
I reckon for me, it's between him and Tom Decoding.
TDK's only had 4 good games. I'm looking at it from more of like a.
From a holistic point of view and a season point of view. Yeah,
but to the levels that we're talking about, then TDK, X, and Durham are definitely up there.
For the Cats, mate, Maxi Holmes 110 continues to ton up.
Massimo's
23 touches and a goal.
Yeah, Massimo's a good one too.
Nah, we'll get to him later.
Massimo Prelude.
Yeah, Holmes, he's been really good and someone that I'm glad I bought in. He's just hovering around that 580K now. So he's probably his top scores. His ceiling isn't as big as others, but consistency-wise, he gets you your scores. Yeah, which is, I like it.
Yeah, I like that too. It's like Flanders kind of territory, except that he's not a forward, which is what we desperately need.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
Stewart doesn't ton up again.
Midfield Stewart Horse.
Ooh.
This was midfield Tom Stewart. Couldn't bloody believe it. And 23 disposals, 8 marks, 97 Supercoach points.
Yep, nice.
It's not bad.
And the wet too.
Yeah, exactly right. 470K defender.
Yep.
I mean, look, if he's going to get tagged out of defense, you may as well throw him in the guts, eh?
100%. Jeremy Cameron, a bit quieter this week, 56 Supercoach points, 12 touches, 2 goals, playing closer to goal, which we picked. With Tommy Hawkins being out. Dempsey continues to ton up. Holy shit. 25 touches and 2 goals. Good on him.
He didn't deserve one of them, but that's all right.
No.
I'll say it.
The umpires. So a heap of free kicks against, 170 Supercoach points for Geelong. Sam De Koning, 350K, 64 Supercoach points, 21 touches again, 16 hitouts. He had 20 last week. 5 frees against Hertz in the wet. Super tough matchup against Goldie and Draper. Is there a little bit of a pod play here? Because 64 Supercoach points doesn't jump out the page at you. But I spoke to you about this, and I just didn't save the trade. Or I don't know what I did, night shift. Yep. But my move was I was going to go back to Sam De Koning from Matt Rao, and I still might do that.
Yep. You said to me, do you reckon that is a do you think this is a good trade? And I said, yeah, I reckon it is. And you know what? I'm glad that I waited one more week. I'm bringing Sam De Koning in this week. 100%. 64 Supercoach points. It's not great. I don't care about that. Yep. 21 disposals, though, is a big tick in the wet. 16 hitouts against Goldie and Draper. Horse, the hardest team to score Supercoach points for rucks by about 6 points on average is Essendon.
Hey, you know what else?
I'm on.
Toby Conway in a moon boot, did not play VFL and could be out for an extended period of time as well.
And you want to know what else? SDK is a defender. Needed. Needed. We're on.
Bose, 127 Supercoach points, 26 touches, 7 tackles. Massive. This bloke, Lawson Humphreys.
Oh, yeah.
I hated Essendon getting punched in the dick the way they did, but my God, this bloke can play.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He is bloody good to watch. Asa is going to absolutely be stoked with this bloke for years to come.
Absolutely. He's got something. What did he score? 91 Supercoach points in his debut game in the wet?
No, it wasn't 91, was it? It can't have been. Can it? Can it have been, Horse?
Have a look.
Humphrey. Oh, shit, he did too. Bloody hell, he did get 91. Far out. I mean, look, play on to the young fella. That is sensational effort.
Don't go early on him yet. You've got to wait this week, though.
God, I was hoping for him to kick a goal in that last 2 minutes because they just kept putting the camera on his family. And then Geelong were just peppering it in. I'm like, swing it to the other side. He's open. Like, come on. Nah. Well, it is what it is. But bloody impressive by Geelong. Yeah.
I think Essendon threw the toys out of the cot, though, when they had those frees against and stuff didn't go their way. So you need to be at an elite level. You need to be better. And as an Essendon supporter, you need to be better.
Look, the heads were obviously switched off. But, you know, that shit, that it does affect you. It affects you when you see there and you go, well, what's the goddamn point? Like
100%, but that could happen in a finals. You can't just fucking switch off in a final. Like you need to be mentally stronger.
Yeah, there's a difference between that, though.
Yeah. Sunday's game, we see the Power somehow beat the Saints 3-1. Oh, 62-60.
What the fuck? 3-1?
Yeah, it was fucking boring. There was 16 goals kicked in the game.
Brilliant by you, Horse.
Yeah.
Really, really nice.
Shit out.
Bloody inefficient. And
hey, can you tell me,
Georgiades, how the hell did you miss that goal? You cost our boy his multi. All he needed you for one goal, and you missed 15 meters out directly in front after the siren. That's shithouse.
There was something funny that came out of this game that's not Supercoach relevant.
Oh, is that talking about Dan Butler's cock?
Oh, mate, Nick.
Old mate who needs a shave.
Yeah. Got his fucking nuggets out on TV.
Bloody hell, isn't that nuts? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, it was he must have felt a little bit self-conscious when the whole crowd yelled out, "Ball!"
So, Dan Butler, you are now known as Shit Dick. Anyway, for the Saints, Sinclair, you picked this a few weeks ago, mate.
Thank
143 Supercoach points, 31 touches, 10 marks.
Mate.
It was because of you that I've left the C on Sinclair the last couple of weeks in my draft league.
Yeah.
And I had Sam De Koning on field. I had Tim Kelly on field. And I won my league because I had the C on this bloke.
You're quite welcome, mate. This is the one that we were looking for, really. I'm so glad that I literally brought him out at the best possible time. That was a good one. So I can't see why he still won't be doing it. As soon as we saw him not getting CBAs, it's back to Pig Sinclair. Love that. Rowan Marshall, 111 Supercoach points. Looks great, Horse. But 10 hitouts?
Tommy Campbell played ruck for the first nearly 3 quarters.
Yeah, I know, but they're coming off of a bye.
I know.
what do you like? Thank God he kicked 3 goals. Otherwise, it'd been shocking, man. But he looked pretty dominant in the air, actually. In fairness, did Rowan Marshall.
Yeah.
But that is worrying me.
You know what else is worrying? And we picked it up round 7 this year. Jack Steele not kicking the ball as much as what we'd like him to. 25 touches, but only 95 Supercoach points.
Where's his tackles? This guy was averaging like 8 a game. He got 2.
Yeah.
That's another thing that's killing him.
Our Wangs Arna's out there this week, ladies and gentlemen. Only 92 Supercoach points, 26 touches. Could have been a lot better. Yeah.
They still look for him there. They still look for him. Yeah.
We're still getting half a chub for it. And the shittest bloke in the AFL, Sean Makers, 55 Supercoach points, 15 touches. He's there for your downgrade this week if he gets picked. For the power, Pickles. I still have not received anything yet as to whether he's received DPP, mate.
Someone tell me he gets DPP forward, please. 118 Supercoach points, 28 disposals and a goal. He would be a bloody nice forward 6. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, he would be.
Yeah.
Butters, 114 Supercoach points, 22 touches and a goal. Got tagged, but how was that goal he kicked?
Oh, Windhager. Oh, mate, stick to the players that you can tag, mate, because Butters took the piss. Mate, he couldn't catch him.
Yep.
That first one out of the gates just reads the ball off the tap, couple of bounces, slots it from 50. Thank you, mother, for the rabbits.
Corey, thank you very much, mate. Sorry, I got my weeks mixed up. It is the end of round 17. So.
Oh, shit. I thought it was...
Yeah, I thought it was this week too.
Damn. Oh, well.
Connor Rozee, for Connor Rozee, for those of you that bought him in for, say, Matt Rowell or someone, good work. 103 Supercoach points, 25 touches. Yep. Jordan Sweet, 105 Supercoach points, 11 touches, 7 tackles, 28 hitouts. Dan Houston, for a team that normally leaks points to halfback flankers, 59 Supercoach points, only 14 disposals. The Ferret, Farrell, really hurt him today.
Big time.
And
mate,
Ken Hinkley decided to get emotional and cry like he won a grand final, even though he only just beat St Kilda today at the end of the game.
In fairness, though, I like that from Ken. I like that. It shows how devoted he is to his club and his players, and he really wants to do well. I mean, it must not have been great when, you're coming off the field and you're getting booed by your hometown. That kind of sucks. So I can see how it's good, and it shows that he gives a shit. So I rate that from Ken. Good on you, mate.
Why didn't you get the ball in Dan Houston's hand a bit more? I don't rate it.
Yeah, no, that pissed me off too. But still, I liked his devotion to his players. I didn't say he was good. I just said that I like the devotion to his players. So good on you, Ken.
Good. For those of you that are watching it and haven't yet, please give us a bit of a thumbs up. Would love that and appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Get around us.
Sunday, which was today. Carlton versus Richmond.
Yep.
Carlton just smacked the pants off him. And, for the Tigers, the man that's probably heading up to the Gold Coast.
In fairness, half-time, Richmond looked good until half-time. They were only down by 2 goals, and then Carlton just went whack. And took the piss. So
what about the man that's heading up to Gold Coast, Rioli?
Damn Rioli, 123 Supercoach points. But you know what, mate? It was down there so much in the last half. Like, who really cares? I don't have any faith in Rioli. Taranto, 96 Supercoach points, 27 disposals and a goal. Mate, I just don't think the upside is purely there, just because I just cannot trust anything about Richmond.
No.
Hopper, mate, I have less faith in Hopper because injuries.
Mm-hmm.
But not a bad game from him. 25 disposals, 98 Supercoach points. Nick Velasquez, though, Horse. We said maybe just because the ball's going to be down there a lot. 27-32 for the top score this week. Holy shit.
Boom.
Oh, my goodness. Wow, hey, that is
avoided every little bit of carnage everywhere.
Yeah, that's almost – that's got to be surely close to a perfect round.
That
is outrageous. Surely he's got the lizard off half-back, Horse.
Yeah. Probably had the cone at halfback as well.
Oh,
but anyway, anyone else? Shy Bolton, shithouse. Jaden Short, shithouse.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Short, horrible. Bolton, 17 disposals, but couldn't give a stuff anymore. He just does not look like he gives a crap. Not having a bar of it at all, Horse.
Yep. For the Blues, Newman, 155 Supercoach points.
Yes,
your man, 28 touches, 14 marks, 5 tackles, and almost caught the Bont.
Yeah, nearly got him, 2 points shy. Actually, I think he's one off now with actually with grading. So really bloody good game, mate. He was on I think he had 20 disposals at half time. He was, or 3/4 time. He was on fire. Yeah, he was awesome. Sammy bloody Walsh, thank you very much. 147 Supercoach points. Finally, 26 disposals, 10 tackles. Unbelievably good there. How about Paddy Cripps, though, Horse?
Yeah, could see it against an undermanned Richmond midfield.
Yep, 100%. But 144 Supercoach points, mate, 40 disposals. He has now got 79 disposals in his last 2 games.
81. He had 41 last week.
I thought he had 39 last week.
41 last week for 99 Supercoach points.
Wait, did he have 39 the week before then?
Yeah, he could have.
Shit, he actually might. Far out. What's that? Almost 120 disposals in his last 3 games. That's Tom Mitchell's spec. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Elijah Holland, would you ever have a look at him? And I know some guy on Twitter asked me about it, and I was like, well, I'm going to put this in. No.
No. Ask me after 10 beers, and I'll still say no.
Smart.
Same response I get normally from the housemate.
The housemate.
Kerno, disappointing today. 7 touches, 2 goals, but really it was a belting. So
he should be better than that.
He will be better next week. Harry, 82 Supercoach points, 15 touches, 8 marks, 2 goals. Did play second ruck. Given that TDK, was it out and Pitnet played? Mm-hmm. He's not an F6 though.
No, he's definitely not. Definitely not an F6. No. And then we go to the last game of the round, Horse, and the Hawks. People thought the bye was going to hamper them, and they definitely did not, because they just steamrolled the Eagles. Didn't even give them a chance in their home deck. 94-33. That Hawks are coming, Horse, and they are looking bloody good.
Yep, they do, and it hurts me.
I know it does. I know it does.
Yeah.
Big Lloyd Meek, though. That's what happens when the number 1 ruckman gets injured, bloody into the second quarter, and then Lloyd Meek just goes up against Bailey Williams for the rest of the game. 145 Supercoach points, 16 disposals, 6 tackles, 37 hitouts. If they still have Lloyd Meek, God, you'd be absolutely laughing right now.
Frothing. Yep.
Oh.
James Sicily, 142 Supercoach points, 21 touches, 11 marks, and another dislocated shoulder, ladies and gentlemen, which we'll touch on later. The same dislocated shoulder he had was about 6 weeks ago. So let's just wait and see what happens there. If you have him, you're holding him for now until you hear the news, but we're definitely not bringing him in at this price.
Yeah.
Your man, Dillbags.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Dylan, give me some more of that. 134 Supercoach points, mate. 29 disposals, 12 marks, 2 goals. That is why we love the upside of Dylan Moore and what he can do, mate. Mm-hmm. Absolutely beautiful there. And then Will Day, another ton. He just keeps on doing it.
He does. 104 Supercoach points, 26 touches. Just keeps on keeping on, doesn't he?
That's it. And that's all we need from him. But I cannot believe that this is still going on. Horse.
He could score minuses and it would still be going on.
This is unbelievable. No, but I can't believe that he is still getting good scores. 91 Supercoach points, 20 disposals. He doesn't play a bad game. Horse, give us a geography lesson. Who are we talking about?
We're talking about Massimo D'Ambrosio, pizza pasta wine, driving a Ferrari really fast down the street, stopping off at Nonna's house and getting a little bit of a lasagna, a little bit of bread roll and dip it in the pasta sauce, and then you eat it with the grappa, and then you sip it, then you jump in the car, you drive, you're probably over, but you got to drink responsibly because we're sponsored by the Standard Squeeze, and then you go home and you say, Mama, good night, huh?
What's that? Grappa? Is it grappa?
Grappa.
Oh, God, that shit burns.
Oh, it does. Mum still has the occasional. My mum still has the occasional shot of grappa in her coffee.
Yeah, I don't understand how that gets people up. Like that thing knocked me for 6.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
pure gasoline.
It burns out both ends. But yes, I can't believe we're still talking about him scoring 90s in round 16, mate. But good on him.
Ages.
Nick Watson too. He scored all right, but don't expect this out of him every week. So he is not, mate. You know what? I'm going to bring up this comment. If I'm getting the brilliant from a man that's over in the UK, I'm going to show it. Thank you, PW.
Yep. You also got an elite, and you got a pasta.
And I also got a Lazio.
I didn't highlight that one because I thought it might have been racist.
No, that's an Italian soccer club.
Oh, is it? I love it.
Yeah.
Oh.
For the Eagles.
Listen,
Puddin. Did he get hurt?
Puddin.
Because
Yeah,
I saw on the app
yeah.
that he had the bed with the guy laying on the bed.
Yeah. I saw it very late, and then I heard someone say something about Jeremy was coming off sore or something like that right at the end of the game, and I was like, okay, righto. So that's something to watch, and hopefully that's not the case.
Definitely is something that we're watching. 132 Supercoach points, 20 touches, 9 marks. Liam Duggan raked it up across halfback, 28 touches, 14 marks. Duggan, 119 Supercoach points. Harley, Brum Reid, who will get traded for Nick Martin, and they're still winning the deal. 82 Supercoach points, 21 touches, 5 tackles, 4 frees against Hurts. I think
Corey says that Puddin has a thumb injury, which is not great.
Okay. No.
Carry on.
Thank you. I was about to say his name. I'm like, I cannot do that.
I apologize.
He only had 13 touches and 7 tackles today. He was really quiet.
Yeah, I didn't rate it whatsoever, but Hawks did kill them pretty well in here. So yeah, I think we'll just be watching a little bit later on. But I'm not really looking too much into this game, Horse, for majority of the Eagles, because they were just dominated by the Hawks. All ends over. So
everywhere, weren't they? And it's going to be a bit of a watch for the rest of the year too, because as we'll bring up later, the W train has been hurt. There may be a bit of a knee injury there. You've got Matt Flynn, who's got he was hurt enough to be subbed off. Yeah, sad faces all around.
Sad face for W's.
So we're going to have to see how West Coast weighed up in the back end of the year. So again, this is why we hold trades, ladies and gentlemen, because if they go down the tanking route or start playing the kids, then we need to trade out our primos into someone else.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all do us for our games tonight. What we're going to do now is, as we do every week, hot guys, cold guys, injuries, and a little bit more. This is why I'm hot. Give me the man to start quad double machine, sorry.
Yeah, Josh Dunkley 100% opens up our hot guys list because he was unbelievable. The quadruple double, 17 kicks, 15 handballs, 12 marks, and 10 tackles. The only player in AFL history to have done that multiple times, Horse. God, he is bloody good.
Wow.
Yep. And good looking too. Love to see that.
He's a fair looking rooster, isn't he?
Bloody oath he is.
Yeah.
Good podcast.
Yeah, not as good as ours, but they go.
Not as good as ours. I said good, not great.
Yeah, that's right. The Bont. I've come in with a theory now. I've had a bit of a think about this. And if you hadn't have handed his ass to him in the under 14s and beaten him in the grand final, he wouldn't be great.
You can say that, yeah.
Oh no, it's confirmed. He would have just been a 6'4", 6 foot, whatever he is, bloke, just running around, getting touches, 20 touches a game. He would average about 95 Supercoach points if he didn't get that reality check from you.
Yeah, you're right, because that was his only loss that season. Then he came back and grew and became unbelievable. So, yeah, maybe you're right.
Yep.
I'll take it either way.
All of the however many million people that like Bontempelli, you can say you're welcome to our man, Skiddy.
You are welcome, everybody. That is fine. Tristan Xeri, 141 Supercoach points, Horse. 20 disposals, 6 tackles, 34 hitouts. Also, too, we can say the same thing about Josh Dunkley, Horse, for you. If you didn't get out of his way at Sale, he never would have rose to the ranks that he was. So,
and you know what? It wasn't even by choice, but you're welcome.
No. I heard you were like, you know what? I'll let this man go. So
can never let the truth get in the way of a good story, can you, mate?
Well, never.
Never.
Jack Sinclair, mate. I'll tell you what, thank God we got on him. 143 Supercoach points, 31 disposals, 10 marks off of halfback, mate. Halfback is his wheelhouse. He just keeps on doing it.
Yeah, absolutely does. And someone that we need to seriously start considering, mate, is Isaac Rankin. 121 Supercoach points, 27 touches, 2 goals. Massive game. It's like he's got the license from Matthew Nicks to thrill. So
my question is, right, so we've been talking about picking up Rankin for a few weeks now, right? When he was around 40 odd K.
Yeah.
Now at like what, 570? Do we spend that coin to get him in?
Can we?
I think we can.
Let me have a look at his price.
I think it's 570. Because those injuries really sucked.
Is he forward only?
Yeah, he is.
578.
There you go. So that's a lot to pay up for Rankin. who is now under injury concerns. I've been very, very, very comfortable with getting Rankin. And then he got the injury. But now it's at this massive price where you're like, geez, this is like Flanders Zorko territory we're talking about to get Rankin into your team.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And it turns out I can bring him in this week, and I've got $100 left over.
Oh, lovely. To get in Rankin.
Yeah. Anyway, we're talking about hot guys. So Anderson, 140 Supercoach points, 39 touches. He was unbelievable in the game against the Pies too. The frilled neck lizard, 148 Supercoach points, 32 touches, 10 marks and a goal. He was massive. Let's hope we can get some consistency out of him at the back end of the year. Our man who we think could be a genuine F6 option, and that is Jai Caldwell from the Essendon Footy Club. 120 Supercoach points, 32 touches, 12 tackles, an absolute ripper. If you got him, awesome. I'm all about him.
Yep.
Your man, Newman from the Carlton Footy Club, mate.
Yeah, 155 Supercoach points definitely belongs on here. He was unbelievable against the Tigers in that first three quarters. Finished with 28 disposals, 14 marks and 5 tackles. We're going to throw Walsh and Cripper on there as well. Horse, 147 and 144. They were both unbelievable. You don't see many times where Walsh, 26 disposals and a goal, better than 40 disposals and a goal from Cripper.
Yeah, that's the consistency that Walsh has been lacking, so it's good to see that.
Yeah, it's good to see it popped up. Look, and then we got 3 Hawthorn players, Horse, to roll off our hot guys list. Lloyd Meek, James Sicily, Dylan Moore.
Insane.
Meek, 145. Sicily, now watching because of the shoulder concern. It's the same shoulder that he had last time, but he did have 142 Supercoach points. And then our man, Dylan Moore, 134. This is why we like Dylan Moore, because this upside. Sorry, Corey, you're right. Walsh did have 2 goals.
And that'll do us for our hot guys, ladies and gentlemen. Now, can someone please get these guys a blanket? Because it's time to address the cold guys. And one bloke that you definitely won't see cold, and that is Deadly in a game of 2K. He's always on fire. Darcy Wilson, mate, he's absolutely PI 55 in cash.
Oh, mate, the cash is just going away. He is, mate. It's like that, you know, in those cop shows where they have where the cops, the robbers are driving off, and they've got like the burlap sack of cash with the dollar sign on it, and then like the zip unties, and then all the money starts flying out of the top of the convertible. That's Darcy Wilson right now. He is pissing cash away.
Yeah.
Jeremy Cameron, cold guy after what he pulled out. He's too close to goal, and it hurts his Supercoach.
Yep, he's done now. Yeah, unfortunately, because I really rate him as a footballer, but now that he's closer to goal.
Yeah, until they get to like enough comfortable enough to have Neil being like him playing close to goal, then Cameron's going to be the one doing it. It's just no.
Yep. What about Draper? No,
shit house. No, I don't care that he got the forward DPP. No.
Sullivan.
Sorry, that was Sam Draper, not Josh Draper. Josh Draper actually had a ripping game on the weekend.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, finally.
Sullivan, no good. Cash him in.
Yep, cash him in from Collingwood. Yep, Lockie Sullivan. He's done.
Joel Armadi.
Oh, jeez. Do something. Kicks 9 and then thinks he can go on a 3-week vacay.
You know what? And he's still averaging 3 goals a game the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. A little bit. No. Toby Pink. No, not from when he went forward. That was a no from him, mate. Zach Bailey is definitely on these cold guys list, mate. He's been really, really down since he came back from injury. He just has not been himself at all.
No, I think he's been out of the rotation there a little bit now.
Yeah, but Clyde Loman cannot be impacting him that much.
No,
they've lost 3 forwards. So yeah, I don't know. He just hasn't looked the same since he's come back from his injury. So no there. And then Jaden Short. Nope. He's trash. Crap is all hell. Just not for Supercoach. And you know what, Horse? I'm going to put one more guy on here. Campbell Chesser. No.
I was going to say the same thing. I have not seen what he scored today. He could have had 40 touches. But he's a resident cold guy.
Let me just double check for you. Campbell Chesser had, let me check down the bottom of the list, 35. Campbell Chesser.
We might as well call this the Campbell Chesser Award.
Actually, we probably should.
Yeah.
Yep.
Watch it. He'll come out next week and score 90. You watch, ladies and gentlemen.
No. He only had his 90 a couple of weeks ago. He's still got another 10 weeks of being shithouse.
Yeah, gotcha. That's it for the cold guys, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into our injury report.
Babo.
Jake Bowie, he was pulled from the game with back spasms on Friday night, which meant Kynan Brown still played, and Kynan Brown still did fuck all.
Yeah, it probably would have been better if he didn't play. Only 15, but it was sub. So fair enough. That's all right.
Jarray from Western Bulldogs, bit of a foot issue, mate.
Yeah, it sounds like Jaray's just got a little bit of a foot issue, which is just a little bit more, while we're bringing it up, is just a bit more certainty around the fridge. If you still have the fridge, that you can still hold him, because Jaray's not one that you have to be worried there on halfback. Mm-hmm. And then Leighton Vandermeer. Sorry, did I say that wrong, didn't I?
No, you said it right. We'll stick with it.
Vandermeer.
Yeah.
It seems to have an ankle bother. So we'll just have to be touching on that one. That's basically if you still got like Lockie McNeil, if you brought him in, that could see him get game time back in without Vandermeer.
Yep. Fisher. Yep, they say it's a tactical sub, but do you think there's more to it?
We've been guaranteed that there's nothing to it, but I call Mayo. Why would you sub Fisher? He was on 22 disposals halfway through the third quarter. Like, he was playing a pretty good game.
You're calling bullshit?
The only way I could say is if you were trying to get the run of Dylan Stevens on, but surely there was someone else you could bring on for him. But either way, hey, in fairness to Clarko, though, North kicked like 5 goals in the last quarter, and actually was really good. So maybe it was tack. Maybe it was tack. So there you go. There. Cunningham from the Swans horse looks to have done a string.
Oof. No
Something
good.
Like
he's pretty key to them. Like, he does do a good job with them just shutting down a roll, and like, he's not flashy, but yeah.
Good
Bo McCreary, calf subbed off. Did he get a knock or did he ping a calf?
I don't know. I missed the actual incident itself. I saw him going off and then being chucking the jacket on. But
I'm looking at your notes here, and in the Collingwood section, it should have Braden Maynard, shouldn't it? Didn't he have something wrong with his heart?
Yeah, Braden Maynard. That's cowardly. That is cowardly. Yep. He punched in the heart, fell over, and then grabbed his head when he was on the ground. Surely that's a staging fine, horse.
Yeah. Yeah. He should get 6 weeks for that. Brad Hill, hip, but should be okay.
Yep. I think Brad Hill's going to be fine. That should be no worries there. And then Todd Marshall looked to have done a hammy.
Big string. Yep.
Yeah, so that's not good for him. Matty Flynn done an ankle, horse.
Yeah, that looked, as soon as he landed, I actually saw this piece of footage. He landed, and as soon as he landed, he stuck the hand up straight away, and you could see him really struggle when he hit the boundary, and then they subbed him off straight away. So I think there's a bit more to it than that. The W train. Got to keep our eyes, ears, and everything else peeled and fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen. One of the best blokes in the AFL. We hope he is okay.
Yeah, 100%. You know how much I love the W train here. So Insight wishes you well, W train.
Yes. And Sicily.
Dislocated the same shoulder as he did last time.
Same shoulder. Yep.
That is not good.
And a update from our vice president of our punters club, Johnny Noble, is in concussion protocols and will miss next week.
Oh, that's not good for the Pies. What's that? Markov 6 in, and then they're going to bring someone back. But no one for Supercoach, really.
Yeah, no one that we're really worried about, mate.
Nah.
And that'll do us for our injury list. Punters club time.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Talk to me, mate.
Yeah, mate. No, another good week in the Punters Club. So first off, shout out to our Vice President Deadly and our El Presidente Kizza, who does some absolutely amazing work. We've now named one of the things that Kizza does, where he does a goal kicking ladder. So 1 goal, 2 goal, 3 goal, 4 goal for the same player. You just put a certain amount on it, and if they kick 1 goal, then you're still holding firm. And then if they kick anything more, then it's just a bonus, and you're in the green, which is what we love to see. That is now called Kizza's GAT.
Yep.
So that stands for goal kickers heightened accumulation tendencies, or GAT for short. So
Insight have never been this technological and this out there, and we are really smart. SMAT.
That took me a long time to think of something to get the acronyms for GAT.
Yeah, it's good.
But I thought it was funny.
And it works a treat.
Yep, we a couple of boys that got their doublers. Cole got a couple. We saw a few boys get up. So if you want to be part of it, it doesn't matter how much you bet. All we say is that, we like to bet together and ride someone's multi so we can ride it together when we're in the game chats. We love to say it. So it doesn't matter how much you put on. You could be $1, $5, $10, $100. We don't care what it is. We just ride this stuff together.
100%.
But as we always say, you bet within your means and Lockie Bramble responsibly.
Lockie Bramble responsibly. You're absolutely
I know that
right.
one. I know that.
Yeah, I've got to leave that to you because I always mess that up, mate. Now
we do love riding each other.
Now that we're finished talking about the Punters Club, I was on night shift this week, and on night shift, there's not a lot of people around, so you've got to keep yourself entertained. And you look through Twitter, and you've got the debates between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. You've got all things AFL. You've got the NBA draft. We see Bronny James making his way to the Lakers. Yet none of them reach the levels that our man does when he talks about our Cone of the Week.
Oh, Horse. This is a very, very special Cone of the Week.
Let's go.
One, because I am finally able to cone someone in the week as piss. Be better hoodie. So you know this is going to be a big one.
This is exciting.
Horse?
Yes.
I have a few that I'm going to, just light ones to start off with, all right? People on thin ice.
Ooh.
I forgot what they're called again, but I don't give a shit. They weren't crumpets. They weren't croissants. They were something else, but whatever it is. But Callum Brown for GWS, 8 is not going to cut it, my friend. That was absolute dog shit. Crap performance against the Crom. They're not that good where you can sit there and do nothing in a forward line for the whole game. You still lost. Shit house there. I don't like that at all. Darcy Byrne-Jones, that's your second week in a row.
Ooh.
Shit house. You need to be better than that. You had a couple of good plays, but other than that, you were nothing for the whole game. Darcy Wilson. You really need to pick it up because you were fantastic at the start of the year and you've been doing nothing ever since. And I am starting to get ticked off by that. But they are the crepes for this week because they are on thin ice and they just need a little rocket just to get back on the straight and narrow. Now, Mitch Georgiades, how the hell do you not kick a goal from 15 metres out directly in front? I know the game was over. I know you had won, but still, come on, mate. That's embarrassing. That was shithouse. Absolutely hated that. You need to be better than that. The Port Adelaide player that pulled Dan Butler's cock out. Come on, mate. Come on. We can't be doing that.
Oh mate, shit, Nick.
The unbelievable thing is, too, the umpire's surely seen that. That's holding the man. That is holding his... I know he wasn't holding his jumper, but he's holding his Johnson. Come on, Ups. What are we watching?
The Ash Johnson.
You saw it. Come on. I can't be saying that. Horse, I've got a little cone. Just a little one that I've got to give out to.
Oh.
Joe Biden. Come on, bag of bags. You can't freeze when you're on a political debate, and then you cannot start talking about your golf swing when you're trying to run a fucking country. No wonder you guys are going so goddamn backwards. Weak as piss, be better, Joe Biden. But Horse, long overdue.
Long overdue.
Overdue. Last week was absolute dog shit, and it was an absolute travesty. Can the umpires and Laura Kane just come out and say they have no fucking idea what they're doing?
It's over.
That game, Essendon versus Geelong, just come out and say that Geelong were going to win that game because Essendon we could have just spared our 2 hours because that was some absolute bullshit. Do I love Essendon? No, but that was some obvious crap. What's his name? Menzies. How is that deliberately free kick to bloody, what's his face, Dempsey, to kick a goal out? He was 3 meters away from him in the square. 2 players were there. That's not how the rule is done. Sam Draper gets smacked in the face by Zach Tui, and that's it. Play on. You've got to be kidding me. We can go back to a week before with the Dacos bullshit against North Melbourne, and then the no 50 to Bailey Scott. Mate, some of these umpires, they have no absolute fucking idea what they are doing. No idea. And Laura Kane, there is no goddamn fucking way in the world that you are going to come out here and justify it and think that we are absolute idiots. We love football, right? You've got 4 umpires on the ground. Dumb, 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 and dumbest. It's a disgrace what you're doing. Fix their shit. Come out and say they fucked up, or come out and say that the game's rigged, because that's exactly what you're doing. Laura Kane, umpires, Razor Ray, the other fuckwit, everyone besides David Roden, weak as piss, be better. Goddamn disgrace. Goddamn disgrace.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Goddamn disgrace.
that is as worked up as I've ever seen my man. So, as you've heard
That
it here
needed to be
first,
done. Buy my merch.
we had some we've had some emotional times in the past with the likes of Harrison Petty and Rory Lobb and these sorts of players, but Laura Kane, this week you are, and the umpires, you are our Cone of the Week. My God.
Except for David Roden. David Roden is elite and a national treasure and should be
He
respected.
is. He absolutely should be respected.
But, hey, in fairness, though, I like what Laura Kane has been doing previously. But stop saying that they did it right and trying to find a way to do it. Just say they fucked up and say that they're in the wrong, and that they need to fix it, because they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
No, I think it's a good point that you bring up, and I know it's not Supercoach relevant, but it's almost like there's been that many rule changes and they're trying to implement so many things that they're confusing themselves.
Yeah, 100%. And they
simplify shit.
They just got absolutely no idea. They have no idea.
And there's just no consistency. Even that one today with the umpires where Jordan Sweet was on his back and he threw it up to Ollie Wines, and the umpire pinned him for not throwing the ball back to the umpire. And then Noel Marshall went back and kicked a goal. There's my thumbs up there. Yeah. But there's that.
I can understand that one from a time wasting perspective, because if we okay that, then in the last quarters they can waste those extra couple of seconds that can be the difference to a game. So I can see that one. But if we're going for ones where we pay a free kick to one team and then the other team runs away with the ball and they call advantage, that's where I start drawing in the line horse. When we're paying free kicks for deliberate out of bounds, where there's a player that literally touched the ball and then it goes out of bounds and we're calling that deliberate, that's where I drive the line horse. When we're calling, mate, they've got no goddamn idea. Yeah. It's like that they get paid to pay more frees and ruin games. Like, come on. Yeah. Come on.
Weak as piss, be better, buy my merch.
That was my mind.
You know what? As Deadly saying, better than anything Biden and Trump have said all week.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
I agree. Let's get into some questions, brother.
Yeah, boy.
It's question time. Let's answer your questions for the week ahead.
We got to we need Nath to change that photo to Biden just standing there like a dickhead when he froze.
You know what? We'll get that done this week.
Yeah.
PW, our man from over in the UK. G'day, mate. Was it here? Still 8 rounds to go, so anything can happen, and lots to look forward to with respect to overall in leagues, top eights. Best wishes to all. He's just a gentleman, isn't he?
Yeah, what a man. Really love that from him. Always nice to, bit of English love. That's always nice.
Tommy, what a pair of good-looking roasters.
Oh,
you are too kind.
He actually did say roosters. I think he said roasters. I'm like, actually, that's what I just did. I will take that.
Ian Johnson, 2317 thoughts. Pretty good.
Not bad. Beat me by 8.
Yep. Funny, Port won by 2 and Armoured Frog wins Squeeze of the Week by 2. Ooh.
What a good week for Armoured.
There's something in that. Skitsfit's our man. Please, if you're still watching Skits, I'll be messaging the Discord anyway, but how are you sitting, mate? Let us know. How good did the cone look down back?
He did look bloody good down back. It was against North, which I'm not. But against Bryn, actually, against Tez Teakle. So, yeah, I mean, I thought he looked actually really, really good and solid down there.
Skiddy been doing Cone of the Week since under 14s and didn't even know. Towers up the Bont and wins the flag and tells him weak as piss, be better. Now look at Bont.
Mate, they just need the rocket sometimes. That's what that's what my old coach always said to me as well.
G'day, Kev.
Sometimes you just need a rocket up their ass. And you know what I reckon where I've gotten that from, Horse? I mean,
Where's that?
I have gotten that from, do you remember when Rocket Rodney Eade Shove that rocket so far off Will Minson's
Will
ass.
Minson's ass. Get him off! Get him off!
Rocket, we can't hear. Get him off!
Calgary, Bont VC 2456, ranked top 1,000, 23 PMOs, 9 trades left. Wowee. Mate, please join our Discord. We want to see how you're getting on. We'd love to see your team and we'd love to track your process because a lot of the top tier teams, mate, are quickly running out of trades. So we are right behind you, mate.
Yeah, that's awesome, mate.
Deadly, I've been proper slacking this weekend. Haven't even got my Brownlow votes. This guy's all over it. So, ladies and gentlemen, once the Brownlow comes close to the end of the year, he knows what he's on about, our man Deadly.
Yep, I believe him.
Hands and heels. Evening, gents. Hope you're well. Thank you, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Simple-ish question. Martin or Young out of Dunkley, Neal, or LDU?
Ooh, jeez. See, it's a tough one.
Martin out.
Over Young?
Yep.
I reckon, yeah, I'll get stuck into that one. A bit more of a deep dive for you, mate. But, yeah, I could. Martin is tough with the amount of defenders that the Bombers have.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dunkley and Neal. Neal can get
tagged.
Dunkley's
not a tag option.
No, he's not. But he can go defensive. That's the only problem. I'll go Dunkley.
How's that premium golf pass going for English?
Yeah, it must be going pretty bloody good.
Pretty fucking good on the weekend. What happened to Houston? No, he didn't get injured. He just had a shitter, mate.
Yeah, just didn't. Farrell had 25, and they were more than happy having him back.
Our man that doesn't miss, Jonas. The smelly Pom English got his early Father's Day present from a sherry picker.
A bath.
Yeah.
What a thoughtful gift.
What a man. House finder, round 17 DPP. Will Logan Evans get forward status? Probably not.
No, I don't think so, mate. He was playing a lot of defense.
For those of you that missed it earlier, Ned Moyle had 2 goals, 22 touches, 71 hitouts, 13 clearances in the VFL.
Outrageous.
This is why they signed him for another 4 years. Mm-hmm. Freo won the Man Bun Cup versus Sydney. Hayden Young Bun, midlife crisis bun, and Wagner Bun. This man always comes up with at least one banger each week.
Mid-5 crosses has got me well played.
Yeah. I heard the horse may have been out tonight. Turns up, he gets the squeeze of the week. Bont reincarnated. Love the effort. Thanks, mate.
Oh,
20 contested touches for Moyle as well. That's insane, isn't it?
Jesus. Who the hell did he play?
Nah, don't know.
Yep, no.
Evening, lads. Cheers for the help this week. No worries, brother. 2-4-3-8. Wow. With Houston, Merritt, Sarong, Heaney, Martin, Gawn, English. Wow, what could have been? Absolutely, mate.
Yeah, bloody hell. That's good.
Jump in the Discord, mate, and we'll get you up and going again this week, mate. We've got some nice little trading targets that we're going to target. All aboard Anderson's Arc. Yes.
Anderson's Arc. No, we're not aborting that, mate. He's going to get
70 next week.
Next week.
Kizza, lead time on ground still mid-70s. Ew.
Mate, he cannot play a whole game in the midfield anymore. That's why I thought I was so confident in him going to half back.
He gets this.
Brother, what's that? Brother, what's that?
He gets it twice.
Give us half back lead.
Yeah. Kizza, Crom have Curtin, who has the same leg as Dawson. Hot tip, I reckon Curtin's going back to WA at the end of the year.
Oh, mate, he's going to Freo.
Jonas the GOAT, Hingeworthy. Minge's Hinge. You know what? I'm going to one-up you here, Jonas. It's Mingeworthy, mate. He is awesome.
It is Mingeworthy.
And Horse, thank you for helping me out with Whitfield. Not a problem, mate. I'm glad it's worked out for us both.
Sorry, who? Winnie Blues.
Winnie Blues. Sorry.
Carry on.
Thank you. Wiggers pissed me. Be better. Sean Manor had 21 touches, 10 tackles, and 6 goals in the VFL. Been rotting on my bench all season.
Couldn't give a shit.
Hurts. No, I don't even think
Not
he gets
give a
back in.
shit. No.
Nick Martin looks like Alfredo Linguini off Ratatouille. Nice from you, Skits. I like
That's
that.
brilliant. He bloody does too.
Conway in a moon boot and didn't play VFL. Yeah, that's concerning.
Good for
That's
SDK.
We're gonna do some research this week and get back to you, ladies and gentlemen. Just watching first crack, Freo had the most midfield intercepts in 15 years versus Swans, and they're now number 2 in the AFL for scores from defensive midfield intercepts from 17 in first 9 rounds. For our New Zealand friend to be adopting to our game and pulling out stats like that, I rate it.
It's not bad at all. They are also the number one. They are also the number 1 team in centre clearances since round 12, I believe it is. So they are. I'm pretty sure they're second for the whole year. So their midfield is absolutely elite.
Yeah. Rao to who? 607K to spend. Sarong?
Ooh, yeah. If you can get to Sarong, Dunkley's not a bad shout.
Sarong, Dunkley, Rankin.
Yeah, if you need a forward, definitely go Rankin, 100%. Or we'll get back to you on the Wednesday, but there's definitely a couple that we can look at.
Heard Horse tried to hide Dunkley's boots that day as well. Absolutely, mate. But truth be told, they have an absolutely ripping family, and his old man Andrew is one of the better blokes you'll meet. Couldn't kick over a fucking jam tin, but an absolute ripper bloke. Ian Johnson, is Dunkley worth the price from Rao? Yes.
Yes, I
Because Rao's
believe.
been shit.
And the wing options are going to hurt.
Yeah, Jonas. The Cesanero can't drive a nail into soft.
Cesanero.
Have a look at this, mate. Yeah. Hands and heels. He's up to 454th overall.
Woo!
Wow.
What a man.
Jump in the Discord, mate. We want to see you there. Links below. Jump in, say good day. The boys will get right around you.
Yes, sir.
Even the Saints game with play on when it was over 15 meters, and they also had Farrell.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That was so bloody goddamn dumb.
Kizza, mic drop after your cone of the week. And PW is still rolling on the floor laughing.
On floor, laugh my ass.
Yeah.
Either way, you're welcome. You're welcome, my boys. That's what I do best. Cone people.
Let's see. Oh, look at this. Corey's up to 5th in his league now.
Yes, sir, Corey. Let's go, boy.
What are you overall, Corey?
Well,
love to hear how you're going, mate. He's still top 40K. So
in my league, I'm actually on top, and I have no idea how. I'm doing so bad because I've done so many sideways.
I'll have to bring it up. I'm part of the SC Codfathers League. Yeah. That's currently, I think we're now number 1 in the number 1 league in the Supercoach.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And even like my scores, like I'm mid to lower, like there's some elite people in there.
Yeah.
Jonas Goat, my team, Sloppy Joe Lay Pipe, is now 314th overall. Wow. So the man doesn't play zingers. He's actually not too bad at this thing.
Well done.
Martin, Dogger, Pig Snorter, the weak links on field with a weak bench. Yeah, I feel like that's the way you're going to have to go, mate, and just get your primos right.
Who's Pig Snorter?
That'd be Clayton Oliver, sure.
Oh, yeah, of course it is. Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. That's really clever, actually.
Oh, and Ned Moore played against Frankston.
Oh, Franger. Oh, right.
And a man from Sydney, he's like, Deadly, how do you know about Frankston?
Hey, play on to Deadly, man.
And then Deadly's like, he played against a whole lot of Clayton Olivers.
That's exactly what you get from Frankston. That's handy.
And Deadly's like, always knew about Frankston, didn't know anything else about Victoria except Seymour and Bacchus Marsh. Best town names ever.
No, we have better ones than that. Kui Rup.
We've got Garfield. We've got Bunyip.
Nana Goon.
Nana.
Hey, is that wine there, Horse? Is that wine you have? Nana Goon.
there is, and this is no word of a lie. If you look up, so I live in a country town called Bendigo, and if you look up the suburbs of Bendigo, there is a town name called Jackass Flat.
Oh, yeah, there is too. I drove through it the other week.
Yep.
Classic Bendigos.
James Murray, thanks for joining us, Ledge. Sideways trade Jackson to Caldwell. If it only leaves you 2 trades.
If your whole team is premoed out already, then I don't mind it. But if you still got other ones to upgrade, then no. Hold Jackson.
Our man, JG. Thanks for joining us, mate. This man's going to join us in the coming weeks and will join us. He's from the Supercoach Hub. Ooh. Absolute ripper bloke. And if you don't follow him on Twitter, please do. Hey, lads, got to win in the Insight 25 League. Finally cracking the top 8. Good on you, Ledge. There's some bloody big scores getting around in those leagues, those cash leagues.
Yeah, 100% there is.
There's
a town called Come By Chance.
Yeah, right.
In New South Wales. Interesting.
Real interesting.
Poo Wong. Yeah,
we got Poo Wong as well. Yes, we do.
Yeah. Poo Wong's elite.
And Ian Johnson, we've got Tez Tickle, we've got the bleached bumhole, and now we've got Shit Dick. Woohoo!
Yep. That's just what we do, lads.
That's we're all about the gags, ladies and gentlemen. Skiddy, have you got anything else you'd like to add before we knock off for the evening, mate?
Just besides, big thank you to everyone that joined us in the chat tonight. We love all you beautiful bastards. You guys are absolutely hilarious.
100%.
Think that, we got the best community in the absolute world. And if you guys can give our video a like, subscribe, join
Gives
the
a big
Discord,
thumbs up.
come be a part of it. We just want to get out to as many people as we can because, we hope that we're doing a good job for you guys. We think we're entertaining and we love doing what we do. So why not give it out to as many people as that we can? So,
Absolutely.
and obviously, just a big thanks to Horse. We know that he's been a little bit on the tired ones these whole nights. Needs a little bit more coffee, but we appreciate you being here with us, Horse.
Mate, you're a good man. You are a good
Keeping
man.
the show
Skiddy,
running.
thank you. No, it's what we do, mate. We are the team that keeps this show rolling, and we've got the community that are out there that give us the support and the love that they do. So, like, it's pretty easy to get up and about for these guys at home, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, absolutely it is, mate. We got the absolute best community ever.
Yeah, we do. And before we knock off for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Like, subscribe, bell. Recommend us to your mates. Get around us. But also, we are all about breaking the stigma around mental health.
Yes, sir.
So it is not weak to speak, and it's okay not to be okay. So if you're feeling down, if you're feeling not yourself, feel free to inbox us. Even if it's not us, inbox a friend, a family member, someone that you consider someone close and someone that you think will listen, because it may just take 10 minutes of your time to let your thoughts out of your head in order for someone to be able to talk to you, or even just write them down on a piece of paper, read it back. They might not be as big as they seem. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is okay not to be okay, and it is not weak to speak. So, on behalf of Skiddy and I, we fucking love doing this. We're going to be back Wednesday night with an absolute cracker. Round 17, DPPs, our last round of DPPs are due next week. So, we're going to do some research. We're going to give you all the up-to-date knowledge. And you know what? I'll probably have a frothy Wednesday night too to celebrate. So,
you convince me. Fine.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you Wednesday night. This has been another episode of the AFL Insight Podcast. Weak as piss, be better, Skiddy. Buy my merch.
Laura Kane, I'm looking at you. Don't you dare do it.